Hello there. How you doing? This is Chief that's Gremlins, Frauditor Ambush Zone. How you Gremlins doing today? We got one here from Lucid Dreams. I'm going to leave a link to her channel in the description and in comments. How to go check the channel out. But listen, here covers some of the top lies that frauditors use. Good. We dispel the lies, bring the truth to them. It was good stuff.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Federal.
It's a good channel. You ought to check it out.
Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and today we are going to be focusing in on some of the lies that frauditors tell their subscribers on a daily basis. They know that they are not going to get fact-checked because they know their subscribers are gullible. So we're going to get into it. First and foremost, though, thank you, as always, to all of my channel members and subscribers. I would not be here without you, and every single day I am thankful for every single one of you. First and foremost, though, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. Without you, I would not be here. So as always, every day, thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Go over has to do with the YouTube privacy complaints. I will read through this and you guys can go do some research on your own. A simple search, you should easily be able to find it. Having my news report removed by filing a privacy complaint when working as a public employee with no expectation of privacy is a form of prior restraint known as subsequent punishment. Having my video removed is no different than buying all the copies of the paper in order to prevent the story from reaching the public. As prior restraint, by contrast and by definition, has an immediate and irreversible sanction. If it can be said that a threat of criminal or civil sanctions after publication chills speech, prior restraint freezes it, at least for the time. Nebraska Press Association v. Stewart. Go look it up.
I think we all know that her audience is not actually going to go do any research on their own because it is a lot easier for them to be led and believe the lie that they hear reiterated to them over and over and over again than it is to actually go do any research on their own. First off, let's start with the definition of prior restraint. Prior restraint is a court order banning speech or other expression before it takes place, hence the prior. Or it is a governmental restraint on expression, whether verbal, written, or artistic, before it takes place. Again, before. Now, she is talking about YouTube privacy complaints by citizens in their private capacity filing privacy complaints on her videos as being subsequent punishment, and that is just false. The Supreme Court case that she quotes has absolutely nothing to do with YouTube and is in fact in favor of prior restraint. This was a Nebraska newspaper that sued the court because the court did not want to release information about a murder trial in order to ensure that the defendant had a fair trial. And they ruled in favor of the prior restraint. Her having to blur images on her YouTube channel is not prior restraint. Privacy complaints don't even mean always that the video comes down. It comes down if you don't do what you're asked to do, if you don't follow through with the terms and conditions that you agreed to. But it doesn't mean the video has to come down. These are lies that they tell because they have to look like the victims. The more quote-unquote tyranny there is, imaginary or not, the higher the view count.
Is our government recording us without our permission?
This is another one that is so mind-boggling to me that anyone is this stupid as to believe it. So when it comes to stationary security cameras, we have them all over the country, whether it is a private business, public entity, whether you're walking into a courthouse or you're walking into Target, there are security cameras everywhere. But the difference between this tool bag walking around with his camera and a stationary security camera is consent, specifically implied consent or implicit consent. When you walk into any building, generally there is going to be a sign alerting you to audio or video recording, right? When you walk into that building, you are by your actions giving consent. You are giving permission. You don't have to give verbal permission. By walking in and taking part in the services offered in that facility, again, whether this is a private business or a public entity, when you walk through those doors, you are giving consent. They don't need verbal consent because you are giving it with your actions. You are walking through the door. You are going to Target to pay the Target cover charge. You are going to the courthouse to go to court for your traffic ticket. And if you don't want to give consent, what you do is you walk your happy ass out and withdraw consent. Now, some tool bag walking around with a camera, removing that consent option from you is completely different. They are taking something from people they really don't have the right to take, and using security cameras as an excuse to why they can get away with it. It's stupid.
Are you going to enforce her unconstitutional policy?
Again, she has asked you to leave
This is a public place.
I got you.
We also
She's
have a
asked you to leave,
policy
so I
against
do
it.
need you to leave.
That doesn't matter. So if I don't leave, what's going to happen?
I just need you to leave.
So if I don't, am I being trespassed?
You are being trespassed.
Okay. So if I don't leave, I'll be arrested.
Again, yes.
Well,
if you don't leave.
I'm trying to leave.
Hold on. I got 2, 3, 1 seconds.
I just walked in.
You can get with her.
What did I do?
I've already seen you on the board and take.
Yeah, it's a public place.
Right, but people can't need to be able to come in here without being filmed. They need to know that they can come in.
But it's a
this
public
place.
place.
That's right,
Your
You
name is
lying.
Jennifer.
Why you always lying?
And you're the director of the library?
but are you
Okay.
filming me right now?
Yes, ma'am. No, I'm just saying that this is a public place paid by taxpayers, so I can't come in here and do a news story on this. This is a violation of the First
Well,
Amendment.
We need an ask permission.
I don't need permission to do.
You do, because we have a policy.
Your policy
have-
supersedes the U.S.
You
Constitution?
have to get permission. People should have a reasonable expectation to privacy to come into this building.
You say what she is.
Okay.
Hey,
At this time, she's a representative of the business.
yeah, Georgia Trans Battery, I got a message for you. Stop lying, you jackass.
Okay. She's
So if I don't leave, I'll be placed and
I
arrested.
need you to leave the
For what charge?
Again.
What charge?
She's asked you to leave.
No, I'm leaving. I'm going to leave. I just want to know what charge.
I got you. I need you to go. Okay. We can finish talking outside. If you want to
Yep.
finish talking outside.
That's it. Don't go away bad, just go away.
Exactly. She supersedes the. You're garbage. Garbage.
Hey, you're garbage. Don't go away bad, just go away.
Why?
Again, that's.
Y'all are a piece of trash, man.
I'm sorry that you.
Seriously. A public place. This is a public. Look. A freaking public library. What law did I break? Man, go inside. You're garbage. You are garbage.
I hope you're videoing that.
Oh, I'm videoing it too, man. It's going to be seen by hundreds of thousands of people. So my trespass from in the building,
Again.
or
right now,
no
Yes,
one's.
you're harassing. I mean, so that's not
This is my.
right.
Yeah.
It's my First Amendment right, ma'am. I can say what I want to public officials.
So when it comes to libraries and other limited public forums, there is a lot more at play than just this is a public building, I can film in it. Even taking the limited public forum out of the equation, a library is a separate entity that has the legal ability to inhibit filming to protect the privacy of its patrons. The reason being is privacy in a library is protected under the Constitution and the First Amendment, just like the right to free speech. Privacy is essential to the exercise of free speech, free thought, and free association. Federal and state courts have long established a First Amendment right to receive information in a public.
So once again, frauditors like Georgia Transfattery think their constitutional rights supersedes anyone else's. You're just supposed to shut up and let them film you, video you, audio, whatever they want to call it, and do. Yeah, and just let them, because they got rights. Take your rights, stick them up your backside there, Georgia Transfattery. I'm sure there's plenty of room.
Publicly funded library unfettered and undisturbed. Courts have also upheld the right to privacy based on the Constitution. Many states guarantee privacy in their Constitution and statute law. There are numerous case decisions that have defined and extended the rights to privacy to all. So when they are walking in there and demanding to be able to film and they're being told no, it's not because it's a policy. This is actually a constitutional right to privacy under the First Amendment. In addition, there are 10 state constitutions that guarantee a right to privacy or bar unreasonable intrusions into a citizen's privacy. 48 states protect the confidentiality of library users' records. When it comes down to it, they're doing absolutely nothing but exactly what they say the government is doing to other people. They are trying to deprive people of rights. The government loses nothing. The government would not be hurt if they were to allow this subway stuffing slug to waddle around the library with a camera. It is not going to hurt the government. Who it is going to hurt is we the people. It is going to hurt the patrons of the library. GT is not a patron of the library. To be perfectly honest, if he has a higher than a second grade reading level, I would be shocked. He is not a patron of the library. For a movement that is about government accountability, sometimes holding the government accountable also means holding them accountable to standards that mean you may not get to do what you want to do, because it is for the benefit of we the people. His right to film a YouTube video absolutely does not supersede the rights of everyone else in that library. That is absolutely ridiculous. It's all about them. They are the center of the universe. And that's the kind of mentality they reinforce with their audiences is it's all about you, 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 you. It's not. We the people truly means we the people. But let's be honest, this isn't about the First Amendment. If it was, we wouldn't be seeing hospitals, private businesses, libraries, schools. This isn't about government accountability, and it never was. At least not for most of them.
Hi! Hello! Look, everybody, it's Ivan. Ivan's back. Hi, my name's Ivan. Oh, postal employee. Good morning. Hey, everybody, this is Ivan. This is Ivan, the Instigator. Instigator! That's 2 words, not one. Like instantly I appear. Okay.
You disappeared too when YouTube took your channel down. Yeah, there's a freaking media. Well, was. Yeah, and he was a real jackwagon running around instigating problems with people. Seemed to like videoing and talking to teenage kids a little too much somehow or another. I'm not making a judgment. Just leave that up to you, what you think. But he's a real piece of crap.
Ivan?
Yes.
Are you going to be on your best behavior today?
Of course.
Okay. You're going to be my representation today, okay? Because I don't really feel like talking too much.
Anytime. Glad to help.
All right, Ivan, you're a good guy.
I feel like this one kind of really speaks for itself. I mean, literally. Now, not all of them are going to have a hand puppet that they name the instigator, but they all have something. Whether it is they're wandering around with the stupid beards and the masks, stalking jewelry stores and banks and schools, they all have something. And it's because if you look at the statistics, the videos that get the views are not the videos where they are holding the government accountable and there is transparency and nothing happens. The videos that get views are the videos with drama. And ultimately, that is going to be the downfall of all of the frauditors. The drama is going to kill them because there is a market cap on the number of people that will watch a video of other people being harassed. There's a reason that frauditing is really a small niche of YouTube. I've got another video coming out pretty soon where we talk about this. But there's a reason that this is not a real big segment of YouTube. And it's because there are not that many people, relatively speaking, that are going to watch this kind of content. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see, and I will catch you on the next one.
There we go. That was Frauditor Lair. Name of her channel used to be Frauded. It was just not Frauditor Lair. It's Lucid Lair. It used to be Lucid Dreams. Yeah, I'm still stuck on them Frauditors. I can't stand them jokers. But I'm gonna leave a link to Lucid Lair's channel in the description and in the comments. Hope you'll go check out her channel. I'm fixed to get for now. Hope y'all have a good one. Yeah. Hope you'll hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Smash that bell. Get them notifications. It's free. It'll help this poor little old channel grow and would be greatly appreciated.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Federal